Hey guys, Coach Trent with FitnessCoachForYou.com. You know what? Exercise is one of the best ways to fight depression, anxiety, anything. I'm telling you, I'm from the old school. Exercise pretty much fixes everything. You get your body in shape, it's going to help your mental aspect of your life, your emotional aspect. It's going to strengthen your soul. And hey, those are good things. Those are very good positive qualities of what fitness can do for you. So look, here we are at day number 3. I hope you completed everything I told you to do for day 1 and day 2. It's very important that you stick to this exactly as I outline it, okay? So let's go over the workout a little bit. Let me adjust the camera so you can see the whole workout. There we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up with some front and back leg swings. We're going to do about 12 each way. Then we're going to do some side-to-side leg swings, 12 each way, to get the hips ready. Then we're going to do some plank marches. You're going to love those. And then we're going to do double band external rotations, okay? We're going to hit their strength component with some RDLs. RDLs are Romanian deadlifts. You can do a double leg Romanian deadlift or a single leg Romanian deadlift. We're going to do the double leg because a single leg is a whole lot more challenging, so we're going to stick with the regular Romanian deadlift. I'll show you how that's done. We'll do 3 sets of 12 of that, and we're going to put inverted body rows with that, okay, for 3 sets of 12. We're going to do that in superset fashion, resting 30 seconds, and we're going to complete 3 rounds of that together, okay? That'll be our strength component. The cardiovascular component is going to consist of jumping jacks for 30 seconds and crunches for 30 seconds. So you go from the jumping jacks to the crunches without stopping. And then you'll go right back to the jumping jacks with the crunches with no rest at all. So we're going to go through 4 rounds of that. Jumping jacks for 30 seconds, crunches for 30 seconds, okay? The crunches are your recovery. You're on the ground, you're doing crunches, but you're getting ready to get right back up after that 30 seconds to go right back into your jumping jacks. So it's going to get our heart rate up really good. So the flexibility component, we're going to do a single leg ham stretch, which we've already done, so you're familiar with that. And then I'm going to show you what the butterfly with the forward lean stretch is, okay? So that's our workout today. Let's get with it. You can do this. Okay, we're going to start day 3's workout with a nice warm-up, getting the hips ready first. We're going to do some front to back leg swings. So find something to hold on to if you want to, or if you want to work on your balance, you can do this without holding on. I suggest you get close to something to reach out and grab if you lose your balance, okay? So you're just going to do a leg swing from front to back like a pendulum. Make sure that your toe doesn't hit the floor. Keep your toe up. We call that dorsiflexed, as opposed to pointing your toe. You want to bring that toe up to your shin so you don't hit the floor like that and hurt your leg as you come through. So we're going to do about 12 of those to each side. I'm not going to do all 12 on each side because it'll bore you to death watching so much video, but you'll get the drift. And then you're going to do side to side leg swings. Same thing. Side to side, and then the other side. Getting those hips warmed up and ready. You do the plank marches. Make sure your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Come up into a regular plank position. Keep everything nice and tight and straight. And basically you're going to just lift one leg and then lift the other leg. Try to keep the leg straight at all times. Don't bend the knee. Just lift the whole leg up perfectly straight. And try to keep the hips from doing this back and forth. You want to keep them level. So we're going to get 20 of these. One lift to each side is 1 rep. You do 20 reps, okay? So that is the plank march. To complete our warm-up routine for this workout today, we're going to do a double external rotation. So take your band, take an underhand grip like this, put your band on top, grasp it real tight, and what you're going to do is you're going to externally rotate your arms like this. You see what my elbows are doing? They're staying close to my side. They're not coming out like this. Okay, so I'm just using this external rotation, keeping my elbows in to work my rotator cuff muscles, to warm them up, strengthen them, get them ready for a good workout. Okay, extremely important to work the external rotator cuffs, a lot more so, I think, than the internal rotator cuff, because we get a lot of work with the internal by doing lots of pushing exercises, things like that. So there's your warm-up. Let's move on to the strength component of the workout. The RDL, or Romanian deadlift, is one of the best exercises you can possibly do in any workout. So I'm going to use 2 overload mechanisms to show you how to do this. I'm going to use a band. You use your strongest band that you have, or you can use some light dumbbells to start and work up in weight with your dumbbells. So what you're going to do, remember how I taught you how to step on this when we did the shrugs? So now we're going to step on it again. Get your feet securely underneath, and you're going to do your RDLs by hinging your hips back, looking straight ahead, keeping your chest up, come down, get a good stretch in the hamstrings, and then come back up to the standing position, good posture. Stretch down and come back up. What I don't want you to do is lean forward like this and put a lot of pressure on your lower back. Okay, your hands should stay pretty close to your legs as you come down into the flex position of your hips. And then as you extend your hips up, the hands should just travel right up the leg while you're holding on to the band. That's the Romanian deadlift with band. I'm going to show you the same thing using dumbbells. So take your dumbbells. Same thing, your feet are going to be probably about 1 foot apart, toes pointed straight ahead, just like with the band or any other way you do it. You're going to hinge back. The dumbbell should travel right down your legs to about mid-shin position, and then come up. Hinge back, and then come up. Please breathe while you're doing all these exercises. I can't talk enough about breathing, but make sure you're breathing. Don't worry about when you breathe in and out. I just want you breathing. But if you really want to use good technique on breathing, you want to exhale during the hard part of the exercise. So the hard part of this exercise is coming back up. You're pulling that weight from the ground up, so you want to exhale. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Most of you are probably going to be working out at home, and you're going to need to be creative and find some things that you can do rowing with. We have the bands that we can row with and our dumbbells, but I want you to find some place where you can row your body. So we're going to do an underhand grip underneath the desk row, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's an inverted body row. Let's talk about inverted or supine underneath a table or a desk row with your body. Please make sure that if you're using a table or a desk at home, a kitchen table, that it's properly anchored in some way before you start to pull, okay? You might want to counterbalance that table with a lot of weight on the other side, or at least get somebody to help you hold that side down, because you don't want to be pulling on one side of the table and it come down on top of you, okay? That's bad news. So make sure you understand and know what you're doing before you execute these movements. Do your RDL set and then go right to your body row set with no rest. Rest for 30 seconds, and then we're going to do that for 2 more rounds, okay? RDL for 12, row for 12, then rest for 30 seconds, and then right back into your next RDL until you achieve 3 rounds of that, okay? Moving on. Now we're going to do our cardio portion of our workout, which is consisting of jumping jacks and crunches. We're going to go through this 4 times. You're going to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks and 30 seconds of crunches. I'm only going to do 1 round because I'm almost 60 years old. I don't know if I can do 4. Just kidding. I can. But I don't want you to have to sit through 4 rounds of my jumping jacks and crunches. You'll understand it, okay? So here we go. Make sure you look at your clock. If these get too tiring, you can always do side-to-side jacks like this, okay? So if you can't handle the jumping, you can do the side-to-side jacks, okay? After you do 30 seconds of jumping jacks, you're going to get right down into the floor, bend your knees, and do crunches. Keep your head back, your chin up off your chest. You don't want to pull on your head. Keep your abdominal muscles tight and push the lower back into the mat or the floor where you're working. You don't have to come up too high on these. You're going to perform 30 seconds of crunches, so you don't need to count. Just look at your clock. Do as many as you can. And when that 30 seconds is up, you're going to hop back up and you're going to go right back into your jumping jacks. We're going to go for 4 rounds of that. No rest in between. You can do this. I don't know about you, but my heart is pumping after those jumping jacks and crunches. It's like, hey, the crunches aren't helping me to rest any. I'm still moving. I'm still grooving. I'm tired. Then you go back and forth for 4 rounds, man. You got a good little cardio workout there. So now we're going to cool down a little bit. We're going to do your single leg hamstring stretch. And I've shown you this before. Make sure the band, if you're using a band, is right in the middle of your foot. Other leg is straight. You're just going to reach up, stretch that hamstring, hold it 5 seconds, and then bend the leg. It's as simple as that, but very effective. And then bend the leg. We're going to hit about 12 of these on each side, just like we always do. And then I'm going to teach you the butterfly with forward lean. So basically you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to put the soles of your feet together. You're going to draw your feet in as close as you can to your crotch. You're going to hold on to your ankles like this, and you're going to lean into it forward. And when you lean forward, what I don't want you to do is lean like this with a rounded back. I want you to keep that back nice and straight, and I want you to lean in forward as far as you can before you are starting to do that. It's not really how far you go, it's how far you can lean forward without curving your back. So if you get to this position and only go that far, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Come back out of it, lean into it again. The whole time you're pulling those feet into the crotch area. This is the butterfly stretch with a forward lean. It'll really stretch the inner thighs out, and it'll help stretch your lower back out, okay? So that's it. It's a great workout today. Let's summarize. Oh man, day 3 in the bag. All right, summary of today's workout. We started out with a warm-up. front to back leg swings, side to side leg swings, plank marches, double band external rotations, all in order. No resting in between because it's a warm-up. Who needs to rest on a warm-up? Get it on. Then we're going to go to our strength area where we did our RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. I taught you how to do that today. They're awesome. You're going to do 3 sets of 12 there, and then we went into our inverted body row, 3 sets of 12. We did each of those exercises with no rest, and then we rested 30 seconds, and then we did it again, rested 30 seconds, and did it again to complete our 3 rounds. And then we went into our cardio section, which is our jumping jacks for 30 seconds, and our crunches on the floor for 30 seconds. No rest in between for 4 rounds. Back and forth, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Ooh, lordy, that was good stuff, huh? And then we did our flexibility work, our single leg hamstring work, and our butterfly with forward lean. 3 down. You're doing great. This is awesome.